Sharp Game here, coming at you with another episode from ChooseYourRelationships.com. Offer of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. And in this episode, I wanted to talk about why rules are made to be broken.
Mm,
Why follow the
definitely.
rules? Who gave you the rules? why and why do you think these rules is gonna work for you?
Mm,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
I always say that just because something was passed down from your grandparents, from your parents, that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work for you. Maybe that worked for them during their time because they came from a different time. They came from a different environment. They came from a time maybe where the atmosphere, the environment was in harmony. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Maybe they live in a small town, maybe they live in a big city. 9 times out of 10, they live in a small town back in the
yeah.
day. You know, they were the big cities. Big cities are not the way the way these big cities are today. They weren't like that back in the day. So
No.
unless you live in some place like New York, but other than that, um, these towns were pretty small. You
Mm.
know.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I always say you gotta set your own rules. You know what I'm saying? You gotta
Yeah.
set your own rules for yourself. A lot of people, they like to follow what other people are doing, and that's not always the best way to go. When you set your own rules and your own goals, you're focused on your future rather than following everybody else.
Yeah, a lot of guys, they'll listen to other people up until they might be mid 30s, bro.
Yeah.
Mid 30s, 40s, 50s. And by this time, they done ran through all those ideas that didn't work. And now they want to go to church.
Yeah.
They want to get on Facebook and quote scripture and nothing worked. Now they feel bad, depressed. And now they want to try something for the first time in their life, and it's their idea.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know?
A lot of dudes, they follow women's rules. You know what I'm saying? And they follow women's rules. Number one, just to get with them, and number two, just to keep them. And that's the failure of a lot of dudes, man. A lot of dudes got a lot of potential, but they're not thinking, for themselves. They're always thinking to try to please and follow what one woman says or what she likes, what she doesn't like to try to please them, and they're forgetting to please themselves.
Yeah. I mean, a couple of days ago, I did a video talking about why are you going out of your way trying to be nice? I mean, why are you doing this when you first
Mm,
initially first meet somebody and you're getting to know them? I mean, you don't know them from a can of paint. So why you can't just be who you are? Why you gotta?
mm,
I mean, I don't understand that. I just never understood that. I'm like,
mm.
look, yeah, she's attractive. I get it. Yeah, she got a big ass. I get it. Yeah, she got a nice body. I get all that. But you don't have to do anything. You don't have to become a brand new person. Eventually she's gonna find out who you are anyway. Both of y'all gonna find out who each other
Yeah,
is.
that's true.
So why waste time, weeks and months perpetrating the fraud, and then as soon as each one of y'all find out something that y'all don't like, game over.
Yeah, no, definitely, and a lot of dudes, I find a lot of dudes do that whole nice guy thing. When they have an attractive girl, and they think, a lot of dudes is like, oh, I gotta keep her. I'm not gonna find another girl like that. So you know what I mean? They do that whole nice guy game, thinking that they're gonna win the girl over, but
Yeah,
in reality, they're really not.
Yeah, they're trying to get something. They want smash. So
Yeah,
they feel like,
yeah.
yeah, if I be nice to her long enough, yeah, well, she'll be nice to me. Uh, that's
Nope.
probably not gonna happen because
No.
what usually happens is she's thinking like you're too good to be true.
Mhm.
That's what she's
Exactly.
thinking. You're too good to be true. You can't be this damn clean. Something
Yeah.
has to be about you that's dirty. That's how she's
Mhm.
thinking. So now she thinks you're full of shit. And then now she's thinking, hey, I got to get him before he get me.
Yeah, no, you're definitely right, and you know, a lot of guys don't realize like that whole nice guy thing. Like women take advantage of that. They don't respect that. You know what I'm saying? They think that's vulnerable. They think that's weak. That's why you see, you know, a lot of dudes like, oh, I was such a nice guy. Like, why did she cheat on me, or why did she act like that? Because at the end of the day, she never respected you. You know what I mean? That she knew
Yeah.
she could get whatever she wanted out of you. You know, women like it when they're told no. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna admit that, but they like that kind of stuff, you know? And when you just a yes dude, yes baby all the time, like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, they would never admit that they like when a guy rejects them or says no or I don't want to do it. They'll go to the back of the room or walk out of the room and be like, man, yeah, he ain't no pushover.
Yeah.
he put me in my place.
Yup.
They would never admit that to your face, though. You know, that's the thing. But
Oh no.
meanwhile, you're trying to be nice, going out of your way to do things that you normally wouldn't do. And as soon as things don't go your way with her, as soon as you find out that she got another guy on the side, and he come over and smash, he ain't got to take her out. He ain't got to leave. He ain't got to leave his house. You
Nope.
know, all he do is just come over, smash, and leave. He don't even stay the night. But you spend the night with her, and you still
And he
don't
get
do
gas
nothing.
and he get gas money shark game.
You spend the night with her, and you still don't get no action. And then you give her gas money. You know, so what is this, man?
Yo, it's so true. It's so true though, Sharp Game. And yo, it's always the nice guys that end up going crazy, man.
Yeah,
Because like they're the ones when the girl leaves them or cheats, they go crazy. Like, I was so nice. How could she do this to me? Like, you know what I mean? Just going crazy.
there's some videos online, man, about uh, I think guys either catching their girls and doing stuff or something like it's like a series online, man. I saw it like a couple months ago. Somebody sent me the
Hmm.
link, and these dudes is going the hell off because they're showing the
Yeah.
video. They're showing the video of his girl getting caught. It's kind of like that show that used to come on TV, Cheaters. It's
Oh,
kind of
I know
like
what
that.
you're talking about.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. These dudes going the hell off.
Yo, Shark, did you see the one? There was some dude, right? Like he he was smashing this other dude's wife or whatever. They were like role playing or whatever. They hear a knock at the door. This dude go in the closet with his phone and he's like recording. This dude comes in. He's like, "Why you dressed like that?" He's like, "I did it for you. You ain't dressed like that in years." He's like, "What you sipping on? You don't even drink." And then this dude's like, "Yo, fuck it," and just runs out the door. Dude's like, "What, nigga? Where you going?" It's chasing after him.
Yeah, you know, it's
Crazy.
crazy. It's crazy, man. I mean, I just don't, I just don't understand. You know.
It's
Then
crazy, man.
as soon as a lot of these guys, man, I just don't get it. I mean, some of this stuff, man, I don't like to talk about, man. But sometimes, man, you got to say something, man. When some of this stuff
Oh
is
yeah.
going on. I try not to judge people, but some of this stuff is just straight up ignorant.
Mm. Nah,
Yeah,
you definitely right. If more dudes sharp game, if more dudes like put their foot down and just wasn't, you know, gonna be tolerating girls acting crazy. You know, yeah, you're gonna get into an argument with the girl, whatever. I'm not saying that, but when
Yeah.
she starts wilding out, acting crazy, you know, you can't just sit there and just, you know, do nothing about the situation and just be like, well, you know, I'll just let her do it one time, and you know, she's not gonna do it again. And guess what? Since you didn't check her, she's gonna do it again and again and again, and then it's just gonna get even worse.
Yeah. You know, it's like I just think it's a lot of delusional people out here, man. You know, they think that they're gonna win every battle.
Yeah.
They have a lot of crazy expectations. You know, they
Mm.
think everybody they meet and they click and hit it off. Maybe they had a, you know, maybe they meet somebody and they have a good conversation, and then they be like, "Man, felt like I've known you all my life, man. She's the
Mm-hmm.
one." I'm like, "No, whoa, wait a minute. No, that don't mean just because you meet somebody and y'all hit it off. That don't mean they're the one. Not in no. Come on, looking at
Nah,
too
not
many
at all.
movies, man."
It's true. And most people don't realize is that, you know, in the beginning, it's always good. It's the honeymoon stage. You know what I'm saying? No matter who you talking to, you know, in the
Yeah,
beginning, it's going to be good. But when shit gets real, you know, that really tests, like, you know, you guys compatible or not. You know what I mean? And it's usually when shit gets real, people, you know, that's when it just doesn't work out. You know what I'm saying? That's when the arguments come. And if there's kids involved too, you know what I'm saying? It's even crazier. So, you know,
yeah.
you just
And some people, man, they shouldn't. Some people should have never had kids, man. I
mm,
mean, some people just don't have the mental capacity to have kids. And it's always the people that rush out to have kids so fast are the people that just can't handle it.
yeah.
They get overwhelmed. They be like, they start saying shit. I need a break. You need a break. What are you
Mm,
talking about?
there ain't
You should
no
have thought
break.
about that shit. You should have thought about that shit before you had your leg up in there,
Yeah.
yelling and
Yeah.
screaming.
Hmm. I gotta say, y'all game, like, you know, I'm friends with a couple single mothers, and you know, out of all the ones that I know, there's most of them is not happy. There's a few, you know what I'm saying, they hustle and stuff, but a lot of them, like when I talk to them, like they complaining, they not happy, they wish they didn't do this, they wish they didn't do that. That's the kind of vibe like that they bring every time, like you see them. You know what I mean? They just not
Yeah,
happy.
there's a lot of them like that because they made bad decisions, and now they're having regrets and remorse about what they done in the past. I'm like, man, it's too late for that shit.
Yeah,
I mean, no, what you
true.
gonna do? What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do
Exactly.
about it now and until moving forward? I mean, sitting
Hmm.
around feeling sorry about yourself. No, man, don't do that shit. I mean, learn from your mistakes and try not to make the same mistakes over and over again and move forward. That's what you need to do. Getting depressed and popping pills and
Oh
getting
man,
drunk and getting high and all that shit. And that shit
no,
ain't gonna help. I mean, your kids are already here, so you need to be the example for them. You know?
exactly. And it's never the thing is, Shark Game. I hate hearing people say, you know, not just single mother, but people in general, you know, that are going through stuff. But we'll just say single mothers right now. I hate hearing, you know, single mothers say, well, you know, it's too late for me. I had my chance to do something, and you know, it's just not gonna happen anymore. And it's just like, yo, see that kind of mindset, it's not gonna happen anymore. If you set your mind to something, you can do it.
Well, if that's what they believe, it's over.
Yeah,
You know, I mean, if it's very difficult to talk someone into believing something that they don't believe.
yeah,
So if they don't have a drive, if they don't believe in themselves, you're not gonna be able to talk them in
Yeah.
anything. So I just be
And
like, okay, shit.
what do you? Yeah, exactly. Like, and it's not all shark games. So I want to
No,
say it's not all
not
single
all.
mothers. Like, I
Not
know
at
one
all.
single mother. You know, she works at Dollar Tree. She's got 3 kids. She's hustling, going to school. I think for pharmacy. Like, she's out here. She's out here hustling. You know what I'm saying? So it's not everybody, but for a majority, that's exactly how it is, though. Most single mothers and most people that I meet that are down on their luck and whatnot, they ready to give up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I understand. It's hard being a single parent. It's hard when them damn bills come in. But you should, like I said, when you was having all that damn fun, it was
Mm-hmm.
fun when your leg was up in the air. It was fun when you was busting off. But
Yep.
hey, man, you got to pay to play. It's no goddamn game show or no
Yeah.
movie or no damn reality show out here.
Yeah.
You
Ain't no
know.
one gonna save you.
So, and yeah, ain't nobody gonna save your ass. No. Now they might exploit your ass. A
Yeah.
lot of that, a lot of that going on. There's
Mm-hmm.
a lot of women and even some guys are being exploited. You know, but
Yeah.
you can't really depend on that because you don't even know how that shit gonna go most of the time.
Exactly.
Because most of the time, the person that's telling you all that good shit in your ears, shit, they're gonna get tired of you after a while. It's only a matter of time, male or female. They're gonna get tired of you, and then when they drop you, you're going to be left in the same position or worse than you
Yep.
was before they met you.
Oh
Because
yeah.
most people they just fuck you to death, and you be like, when they leave, you be like, what did I learn from this shit? I mean, nothing. They didn't teach you
Exactly.
nothing. You know,
Lessons.
they didn't teach you anything. They didn't put you on no game. They didn't nothing.
Mm.
Basically, you just got blasted. Y'all
Yeah.
had I don't know, crazy sex, and that was
Me-
it.
yeah, memories. Like Shark Game, like I can definitely relate to that. And I like Shark Game, out of all the women you've been with, like honestly, how many women put you onto some game? Like I think the outcome, you probably put more women on game than they put you on the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
Same here.
I'm gonna say less than 10. Yeah,
Yeah.
less than 10. Yeah,
Shit.
yeah, but
Less
you're
than
right.
5 for me.
Yeah, less than 10. But you're right. There's most of the time I was the one that put them up on a lot of game. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. So the women that that I usually learn stuff from, they're usually the creative types.
Hmm.
They like creative types, multi-talented types. Maybe they can sew, maybe they can speak, maybe they can draw, maybe they can paint, maybe they know how to build like create websites, maybe they know how to market and promote stuff online. I'm talking these are usually the type of women that I usually hit it off with them. Um and I usually learn a lot from them.
Yeah.
That's how it usually happens. That's how it happened in the past. Now today, I'm kind of paying it forward today. Because see, most people that I meet today are younger than me, which I like it that way.
Hmm.
I don't want no old ass woman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I already
right.
got older women. I already have older women around me, so I don't want to keep. I don't want to keep going high, getting higher and higher. And no, I want to go back. I like the 28, 30,
Yep.
32. I like that range.
You don't want Miss Daisy.
Yeah, exactly. You know. Now there's
Uh,
some every once in a while I'll meet a woman that's in the 40s or 50s, and they'll be like, "Hey, why don't you teach me this?" And I'll be like, "Oh, okay. I'll show you. But that's very rare. It's usually
mm,
the younger girls that have more drive. Because a lot of the older women, they're broken. You know, they
Yeah.
done met so many guys. They didn't have, you know, they had bad experiences with these guys, and they got baggage. So, even if I meet an older woman, 9 times out of 10, she got kids, usually younger kids, teenagers or something like that. So I don't really, she don't have much time for me anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because see, I'm the new guy, and she already got guys around her. So I'm the
Oh,
new guy coming in, so she ain't really got too much time for me. So I'm like, see, the younger women have more time.
yeah, no, you definitely right. You definitely right, and that happens to a lot of dudes that get with girls with kids as well. Like some of them at least. There's not really a lot of they don't really have a lot of time for them. But
No,
back to what you.
they
Hmm?
don't. And
Yeah,
plus,
no.
I don't women with kids. I don't. I'm not looking to spend a lot of time with them anyway. To be honest,
Mm,
I'm not. I mean, if I'm sitting around and I'm in the neck of the woods where they live at, I'll give them a call. I'm like, yo, I'm in your area. Hey, what's going on or whatever. But I'm not gonna plan my day to be with them. Oh no,
mhm.
no, no.
Hey,
uh-uh.
hey, you know what I was gonna say, Shot Game? Back when you was we was talking about what you've learned from women. Like I knew like it was time to change my game when I realized that like most women that I was getting with, like that it didn't work out or whatever. They
Yeah.
were benefiting from me more than I was from them. Like they were leaving better than they started. You know what I'm saying? And once you realize that, like you see that sort of trend, it's time to switch the game up.
Well, I'm not gonna say that's a bad thing, but I think sometimes some relationships just run its course. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? I mean, it's good. There's a lot of women that I met, and when we stopped talking, they were much better off than compared to when I met them, that's a good thing. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? And
But when
then
you leave with nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like if that's a continued pattern, you know what I'm saying? Like that happens to you a couple times, and every time, you're investing, but at the end of the day, you're leaving with nothing, no type of game. Like they didn't really contribute anything. I mean, for me, I'm sort of like let me find somebody that I can we can both I can get some game from, and you know what I'm saying. Build something with.
yeah, uh, that's very difficult. That's very difficult because most people, um, you understand, most people aren't doing what we're doing right now. Most people
That's
aren't very consciously aware of stuff that's going on in society. They don't read. They don't study. They don't. Um, they just don't think about a lot of stuff like that. Most people, um, they look at things that's based on entertainment purposes most of the time. So, a lot of people are kind of all over the place. You
yeah,
know,
that's
they might know some stuff, but they don't necessarily focus on it. It's kind of like, hey, they smoking the weed. They
yeah.
they on they got the blunt. They're drinking.
Mm,
They're always high all the time. But this person, they know a lot of shit. But they just high all the time. They're not really trying to. They're just trying to have a good time. They want to be
yeah.
entertained. So, and then you got some people, and then maybe they don't drink or smoke or do anything, but they're just a couch potato. They're not really interested in bettering themselves, or they're not. They just want to get in that same routine: work, home, uh, go to the club on the weekends. Uh, when
Mm,
it's when the holiday come up, go take a little. over or like a little weekend trip or holiday trip. If they do
Yeah.
that, you know, you go hang out with the friends. That's about it. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
no, I mean, I definitely hear you. You know what I'm saying? And everybody else, everyone's got their own rules. But for me, you know what I'm saying? The next woman that I invest in, she's gonna bring something to the table. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm not gonna waste any more time. I'm not gonna walk away with nothing. And then she's gonna benefit from everything that I've invested. No, no, no. Like they're gonna
No,
bring something
no.
to the table.
No, you
You
there's
know,
I think it should be like a give and take. I don't think you should I don't think you should do too much too fast. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
I think I could see how that could happen with some people too. Because sometimes we just get into kind of like a routine, or or maybe we might feel sorry for the person, and we kind of feel like if we don't do it, we kind of feel guilty. And then you got some women, they'll shame guys too. You gotta be careful with that, the shaming
yeah,
tactics that
that's
they
true.
use. You know, so yeah, I can see how that can happen, but sometimes you just got to slow down. Don't try to do anything too fast. Anything that happens too fast is not good. You know.
True. You
Yeah.
you definitely you definitely right. You definitely right with that. I just what I mean. For me personally, I just don't want to waste any more time. You know what I'm saying? And that's why like we say, you gotta have your own rules. You gotta have your own standards. You know what I'm saying? No matter what, like it could be my standards. You know what I'm saying? Your standards, Shark Game standards. Everyone has their own kind of standards, but at least a wise man told me, you know what I'm saying? You can't expect a woman to stand by you if you don't stand for nothing, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And there's no rules when it comes to relationships. Really, that's just something that somebody came up with within the media in
Mm,
society. Really, that's like part of the status quo. But a lot of those rules that people came up with, that stuff benefited these big institutions and just the whole social construct. That most of that stuff doesn't benefit us as
mm,
individuals, even as a group of people. That stuff don't really benefit us. And so there's no rules when it come to just having a social life. Period. That's just I mean, something that was made up. There's no one shoe that fits all. There's no,
yeah.
what I'm saying? It just doesn't work like that. I
I should have
mean,
said standards. That's what I meant. You gotta have your own standards, not
yeah, yeah,
rules,
yeah.
but that's what I meant.
Not only do you not only do you have to have your own standard, you have to have your own code of conduct. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It should be some stuff that, regardless of what happens, there's certain rules. Certain things you can't do. You're not going to do it, regardless. You have to stand your ground. And there's certain things. It's like, I'm not going to break it. I'm not going to break this. This is what I stand for. You know what I'm saying? So that and now and that's going to you're going to be tested on some of those code of conduct that you might come up with. You're going to be tested at some point in time. And if you break one of the rules, hey, don't beat yourself up, man. I mean, you don't have to be perfect. That's see, a lot of people, if they maybe they write their rules and like code of conduct down on paper or whatever, and a lot of people, and if they broke one, a lot of people damn near go and fall into depression. I was like,
Yeah.
you're not trying to be perfect here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like you're just trying to live up to a certain standard, in your own personal life. That's all you're trying to do. You're just trying to build something. You're trying to build yourself first, and then you build with the people that's around you in your circle. That's what you're really trying to do. You know what I'm saying? You're
Yeah.
not trying to be like fucking Superman or nothing like that.
No, definitely.
Relax. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. As long as you happy, as long as you're happy with yourself and where you are at life, I mean, that's really all that matters. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't
Yeah.
matter what anyone else, thinks.
Yeah. It starts with you. You know, it starts with self. You know, start with you, and it's probably gonna end with you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we all got to go at some point in time. You know, so
Exactly.
best you can do is just do the best you can with whatever you got, and in most cases that ain't a lot. Most people
Nope.
don't have a lot to work with, but you gotta you know you gotta become a thinker.
Yeah,
You gotta
definitely.
become very resourceful. I remember my mom told me something a long time ago. She said you can be resourceful and you can have money. That's great. But if she said if you don't got no money, you better be resourceful. But she said you can't be broke and not resourceful. She's like you're in
Yep.
bad shape then.
Oh yeah. That
so,
that's I
so
agree with that.
yeah, so I because at one point my parents they didn't have any money at one point, and but they knew a gang of people though. I'm talking like nationwide, all over South Carolina, all over North Carolina, New
Oh
York,
wow.
Florida, Detroit, all over the place. So see, I'm so young, I didn't really know what that was all about. I didn't know what was the purpose of knowing all these people. And
Yeah.
as I got older, things started to change for them and me. But by this time, I'm like 14, right? When things started, when I saw things started to change, the house started getting bigger, and everything. So I'm like, oh, okay. So that's what my mom told me. She's like, hey, you if you don't got no money, somebody else probably got it. So
Yeah.
that's why you should get to know these other people. You never know who you're talking to. And then she said, you we come in this world by ourselves, but you don't have to be by yourself. We're social creatures. We're not supposed to be walk around act shy and bashful and I'm what they say today. I'm
Antisocial.
an introvert, an
Oh,
introvert,
introvert. Okay.
which is a cop out. That's basically a easy way of saying I'm shy. I don't know how to. You can't talk. Well, I mean, and why people that say I'm an introvert? I mean, why are you here?
Yeah. Exactly.
I
I mean,
mean,
I always say you are who you hang. You know what I'm saying? You are who you hang out with. You know what I'm saying? You want
oh
the
yeah,
best things in life. You got to be around the best quality people. If you're trying to, let's say move up like the corporate ladder or something like that, you want to be around people that, at least me, I want to be around people that are doing better than me. Now,
yeah,
if I'm sitting there chilling with, you know, Jamal and, what I'm saying, Quavis smoking weed all day and drinking and shit, that's not gonna help me, get to my goal. So most people don't realize that. They feel like, okay, I'm going in the right direction, but I'm still hanging around these people. Nah, you're not gonna get there. You're only gonna be as successful as the people you talk to for no reason. So you're not gonna be around quality people. You're not gonna have a quality life. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So it's really all up to you how you want to live your life and conduct yourself. But you know,
yeah. I be telling these dudes, well, males and females, the weed is slowing you
hmm
down. You gotta get off the weed, yo. You gotta get
oh,
off the weed.
oh,
I'm telling you.
Shotgun. Let me tell you something, man. I stopped smoking weed like 3.5 years ago, man. And I'm gonna be honest with you. When I smoke weed, man, I I wouldn't be doing this right now, man. I would be just eating, smoking weed, drinking, doing nothing, man, with my
That's
life.
what I'm
You know what
saying,
I'm saying?
man.
Like
Yo,
lazy.
I used to smoke too, so I know the weed it
Mhm.
slows you down, man.
It does.
It slows you down,
Really
man.
does.
Hey,
forgetting your keys all over the place, Shark Game. I'd be forgetting appointments. They're like, what's wrong with you?
yeah. I'm telling you, it slows a lot of people down. They don't even realize it
Oh no.
until they stop for a while, and then they look at how much they accomplished, and then they go back on the weed, and then they be like, "Oh no, That's when they be like, "This shit is slowing me down." I like I told you, man.
Yeah, it ain't no good, man. You
Then
throwing your
they,
money away too.
yeah, I mean, look, I used to have a quarter bag every week. You know what
Oh
I'm saying?
yeah, man.
Yeah, I remember, man. Quarterback.
Eight,
I used to
eight
watch
every week.
every week. I used to ride around with it. I had to have it. You know what I'm saying?
Sharky said I had to have it.
I had to have it. I used to ride around with the weed. You know, I had my man, he in the passenger side. He was the roller.
Yeah.
You know, that was
Oh
like
man.
I stopped smoking like that's like 15 years ago now.
15 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Plus
had
you
to
out of
have it.
shape, Shark Game. When you
Huh?
smoking all the time, you winded, your stamina's down. Once I stopped, man, I realized my stamina's up, man, working out and stuff, getting in shape. Like, you
Yeah,
smoking all that weed,
I
man.
wasn't working out. I was out of shape. I was drinking, smoking, driving around the country, basically just trying to have a good time. You know, everybody that I visited, they smoke weed too.
Yep, that's the quality of people too. Y'all think
Yeah,
you're gonna be smoking weed, meeting top notch girls and shit. You're not gonna be no top notch girls. You're gonna
no,
meet
no.
fucking Kamala and
Every
Jaquita just twerking.
every once in a while it happened, but not on the regular. No, no,
Yeah.
no. Didn't
Mm-mm.
happen like that. You know, then the police is pulling you over. I'm like, oh man, you know,
Nope.
I never got caught with anything, but it's just the idea of just being out there thinking that, I could get caught with a bag of weed today. You know what I'm saying? It's just,
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
like I'm like, yo, I gotta change. Something got to
And you
go.
don't know what when you smoke weed around all those people, you don't know what the next dude's got on him. He might have a little more than weed, and you
Yeah,
get pulled over,
yeah,
you going down.
exactly, exactly. And, if you get pulled over, he's gonna be like, you don't know what he's gonna say. He can say anything.
Hmm.
You don't
Exactly.
know. And half these people, most of the time, you don't know them that well. Maybe your boy know them or your girl know them or something like that. So I'm like, yo, man. Yeah. After a while, I said, plus,
Yeah.
I wasn't doing any of this that I'm doing now today. I wasn't
Mm.
writing books or blogging or doing videos. I wasn't doing none of this shit. And if
Nah.
I was still smoking weed today, I wouldn't have never wrote one book. No, it
Yeah,
wouldn't
I
happen.
believe it.
You know, because writing a book, that's a lot of work. So it
Yeah.
takes
Even
it takes
speaking like this Shark Game, you can't
yeah,
do that high, man.
yeah. I was as a matter of fact, I was talking to Splash,
Yep.
we did another interview, right? And Splash
Hmm.
was saying, yo, I can't do that live shit. I gotta get my thoughts right.
Oh man, it's not easy, man. It's not easy. The only reason I can do it is because I did public speaking. You've been speaking for
Yeah,
years, so it's like, and I did that for like 6.5 years of public speaking. So like,
yeah.
me and you back and forth is no script needed, man.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Like at the end of the day, man, you gotta have some standards about yourself, man. You're only strong as the people that you have around you, basically, man. I what a lot of people get wrong, a lot of guys especially, is we don't fellowship no more like we should, like they did back in the day. A lot of guys are trying to go at it by themselves with anything, any
Mm.
ask, any area of their life, they're trying to go at it alone. And that's a mistake. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of guys feel like they supposed to know everything they supposed to know. No, it don't work like that. Nobody does that. I haven't met anybody like successful or just on the come up that did it by themselves. There's no such thing as no self-made millionaire.
No.
Everybody that's doing anything in a major way had help. So regardless of what it is, guys need to fellowship more. They need to reach out to people, talk to people, go to the conference if you have to, if you can afford it. Go to the seminar in your town. Go to the meetup groups. I mean, do whatever you need to do, but don't sit there guessing and trying to wing it. I mean, if you
No.
have to buy a book, spend the $20, $30, whatever. But don't sit there thinking like, hey, I'm gonna just try this and see what happens. I'm gonna give it a shot. No.
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 You'll never win with that kind of thinking. That's not a winner mentality thinking. That's somebody that, like you said, like, yeah, maybe I'll make it, but if not, it's okay. You'll never win at life. And a lot of people have that mentality.
Yeah.
They're not in it to win it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They're in it to maybe win it.
yeah, it's a mistake that a lot of guys make. It's like they think that they have to go at it alone, but nobody does. Nobody that's doing anything in a major way does that. Yeah, you're not gonna see a millionaire that said, "Hey, man, I've done it all by myself." No,
Mm-mm.
no.
Not at all.
Now that's see
Not
that
at
the
all.
media see the media has a lot of people fooled. They'll put people on a pedestal. They'll be on TV with flashlights and the cameras is flashing all around on the in Hollywood on the red carpet, and they'll make it seem like this person did it he's self-made millionaire. He did it all
Oh,
by himself. She did it. She's great. She's
yeah.
such a star. She don't have a staff. She don't got no manager. She don't got no booking agent. She don't got none of that shit. She just
Mm.
makes it happen, and it happens. It comes together like magic. No,
Not at all.
even the
Not
dress,
at all.
even the dress she got on, she didn't even pay for. Oh, come on.
Exactly. It's rented. She giving it back at the end of the night.
Yeah, come
Oh
on.
man, and a lot of people don't realize too. They people that own big businesses, like people that own like Taco Bells and like McDonald's and things. Yo, that's a group of people. That's like 7 or 8 people that went in on the business together, and
Yeah,
that's how most of America works. Not one person. It's like you said, doing it.
yeah. It's a collective effort. It's no. It's always at least two people. All at least two people. You're not gonna have. I don't know not one person online and offline that's doing anything in a major way that don't have partners,
Mm-hmm.
sponsors, a staff,
Yep.
a wife, somebody.
Like,
It's
you know what, Shark Game? Take the Wizards, for example. Remember when Michael Jordan bought the Wizards? Everyone's like, oh, Michael Jordan bought the Wizards. Yo, that's like him and about 15 other people that were
yeah,
in on that. That's
yeah,
not just him. He's just the biggest name that you know.
yeah, yeah. That's how it's a team effort. Teamwork really does make the dream work. That ain't no cliche. It might be a cliche statement,
Ah,
but it's a true statement.
yeah.
That's really how it works. It ain't no damn, pie in the sky type shit.
Uh,
A lot of people try to sell you a dream on the media. They make everything seem effortless. I'm like, no, no. Some of this shit is hard sometimes. Sometimes you're gonna have to work.
oh,
Sometimes
yeah.
you're gonna have to talk to people. Sometimes you might have to travel. Sometimes you might have to get in your car and go to the library or go to the bookstore. Sometimes you might have to stay up late. I mean, look, that's just what it is, man. I mean, otherwise, you can just be average
Yeah.
and keep working your job until you get fired.
Yeah, success doesn't come easy, Shot Game. That's why,
No.
like we said in like the previous videos before, the road to success can be lonely. Like only the people that are dedicated and really believe in themselves You know what I'm saying? Those and the craft that they're trying to do, those are the people that will succeed. But most people are not like that. They don't believe and they're not dedicated to the craft. And people nowadays, it's either they want to hear it, right now, or they don't want it at all.
Yeah, it can be a lonely game sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It
Mm.
not because of the people that's around you. That's not why it can be. That's not why it can be lonely. It can be lonely because sometimes a lot of people find themselves kind of secluded, away from
Mm.
everybody for long hours. Maybe they're traveling, but their friends is at work or home, and they can't go. So maybe they're driving cross country. Maybe they're getting on a plane going somewhere, but their friends can't go. That's what I mean when I say it can be a lonely game. Even though when you get to the conference, the people that you've been talking to for years, they're gonna be there. Yeah, but it still would be nice if you could include everybody. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? But
yeah. But some
yeah,
people can't go for the ride though, Sharp Game, right? You know what I'm saying?
exactly, exactly.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It everybody ain't gonna be able to join the party. I mean, maybe a couple of them might get involved, but the majority won't. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna have to meet new people, and they're gonna be along for the long haul, for the long ride. That's just that's just been my experience, really.
No, you're right.
The people that you grew up with, you went to high school with, you went to college with, you're gonna have to leave them behind. Most of them, you
Yep.
know, y'all just going different places. You know what I'm saying? Some of them got married and their wife pulling them down, or they fighting with their wife every week, saying, "Hey, I'm trying to do this." No, they arguing with the wife. It really is a waste of time. I mean, if you're a guy, stop arguing with these women. Please stop arguing with these women. Why? Why waste your time? Look, a woman can't really stop you from doing anything in this country.
Yeah.
In no country, really. I mean, so look, stop arguing with these women.
Most dudes this generation are arguing, Shark Game. They arguing back and forth with these girls. Like this new generation of dudes, like my generation, they're going back and forth like tennis with these girls, man.
Yeah,
I used to, and I don't do it, man.
no, I don't either. I just say what I gotta say, and that's it. Either she in or she out.
Yep.
That's it. And 9 times out of 10, they usually stay.
Oh yeah. Or they leave and try to come back.
Oh no, no. Yeah, if they leave, they ain't. You can't come back. Oh no,
Yeah.
no. Now, I'll say hello to you. I'll speak to you. I
Mm.
might talk to you on the phone every once in a while, but you can't come back. Oh no, no, oh no. I ain't no damn pinball machine.
Oh
You
yeah.
ain't gonna pop in and pop out. Oh no.
Yo, Shark Game. A lot of dudes nowadays they mess up with that. They'll break up with a girl, but I'm done with you. She's like, fine, fuck you, I'm leaving. And then a couple weeks later, girl calls, I'm sorry, I'll do anything. And then the guy takes him back. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And then yeah,
yeah. A lot of that shit happens. As a matter of fact, a couple weeks ago, I met this guy. Well, I known him for a couple months now, about 6 months. He met this girl. He told me he met this girl. She's divorced with a kid, and she's divorced for 5 years now. And she had a boyfriend, right? I think they was together for maybe a year, about a year and a half, something like that. And they broke up. So he met her on the breakup, you know, and he said he talked to her about maybe like 2 months or whatever. And so out of the blue one day she calls him and says, "Hey, um, I'm I don't think we're gonna be able to talk anymore because I'm gonna try to get back with my ex-boyfriend. So he's like, oh, okay, I respect that you told me that. And she's like, yeah, I just wanted you to know because I didn't want to lead you on and have you thinking one thing, or another. So he was like, all right, I hope everything work out for you, right? So a
Mm.
month later, she calls him back and he's like, hi, how you doing? You want to get coffee sometimes? And he was like, yo, what happened with your ex-boyfriend? Oh, that didn't work out. So he was like, no, I'll pass. No, what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I told him, I said,
It,
you goddamn right. You better have some standards with yourself.
yeah. And you know what? At the end of the day, dudes don't realize like doing when a woman does that and tries to come back to you, you not taking her back. She's gonna respect that a lot more. She'll never tell you, but she's gonna
Yeah,
respect that a lot more than if you take her back. She'll be like, wow, that was easy. That's all I gotta do is just say I'm sorry and give him some pussy and that's it.
yeah. And he ain't never hit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, shit. If you ain't never hit, that's an easy turn down.
Yeah.
God,
Don't waste your time.
you know. Yeah. So I'm like, yo, you better have some damn standards with yourself. I wouldn't take her back. That woman, the only reason she came back because that shit didn't work out with the ex-boyfriend. So that means she's settling with you if you
Mm-hmm.
take her back. Then she got a little girl. Oh hell.
Oh, nah,
Uh-uh.
this is the ultimate simp if you do something like that. If you let a girl leave and then come back and then settle and she's got kids,
No. Now I could
forget it.
see if I told him I could see if she came to your house and threw it on you real quick and you hit it and then she go home and then you break it off with her. And if you tell her, hey, I don't think we should talk no more because I don't feel comfortable with you going. You might go back to your ex boyfriend. Now, if you'd have
Mm-hmm.
done that, I'd be like, okay, I feel you on that because that's kind of like
Yeah,
that's
that's
kind of spiteful.
understandable.
That's kind of spiteful, but I see, yeah, that's payback.
That's understandable.
But that didn't happen. So he didn't even have the opportunity to smash. So I'm like,
Oh,
oh shit, hell with that shit. You
yeah,
know,
charge that to the game, man.
exactly. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
Nah,
So man,
not even.
I think we've been on here for a minute, man. I think we're gonna end it right here, man. You know what I
All right,
mean?
brother.
You know. So hey guys, if you like what you heard, check out my Patreon, patreon.com/sharp game. Like this video, share it, and check out my website, chooseyourrelationships.com. You can get all the gear, the books, the online courses, all that good stuff over there, man. Any last words?
Nah, man, I think we covered it, man. I think we good.
All right. Peace.